And shout out to my sister, comrade, the brilliant Sherrilyn Ifill, who was the founding director of the 14th Amendment Center at the Howard University School of Law. She gave the address. She was what is known as the oratrix, not the orator, but the oratrix. Yesterday, a brilliant speech. I watched Sherrilyn Ifill do it yesterday, turned the whole audience into a classroom. She said, so people begin naming the founders.
If I ask you all to name the founders of this country, you would say, go ahead, holler out some names. The founders. Jefferson, Hamilton, Washington, Madison. You saw the play. How many of you know that our country was remade, refounded after the Civil War? And that refounding was premised on the creation of a true multiracial democracy in which there was no caste and in which Black people would be full and equal citizens. The blueprint for that democracy was enshrined in the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. The 13th Amendment outlawed slavery. There's an asterisk on that about crime. That's another subject. The 15th Amendment said you can't deny people the right to vote based on race or color, but the 14th Amendment was the centerpiece. It is what historian Eric Foner calls the most consequential addition to the Constitution after the Bill of Rights. It is the longest amendment to the Constitution. It is a powerful blueprint for what those founders were trying to create. And so I am dreaming of a day when I ask people who are the founders of the country, they say the names you said, but they also say Thaddeus Stevens and Charles Sumner and John Bingham and Frederick Douglass and Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Frances Ellen Watkins Harper.
It's a brilliant speech. I encourage you all. She ends the speech by saying, our faith and belief.
I admit it looks bleak, but it's looked bleak before. Our faith and our belief in our future as a people on these shores has never been dictated by what is going on in that world. We have always been able to create our own vision within this world, even when all the signs suggested it could not be possible.
I'm thinking through that, listening to it through an Africana studies lens. And if you're out there saying you're doing Black studies and you're not grounding it in a disciplinary perspective, in a perspective like that, you're not doing Black studies. You may be studying Black people, but you're using something else. Trust me. And if you believe you aren't, that's fine. Ain't got time to argue because we are now jailbroken the university. And so it's really kind of irrelevant.